Hi friends, welcome back. So headline, Tesla's board faces questions from Elizabeth Warren about Musk's corporate entanglements. This is coming out on August 9th, 2024. And I want to go over the story because I think it's an important one. And I've been seeing what the people have been writing in Tesla stock promoter land. And this is what it is. They say, oh, this Elizabeth Warren, she's like a Senator Karen, don't trust her. And these are actual comments here. What a moron. No one alive or dead has done more to advance humanity than Elon. Another comment, synergy between companies is usually a good thing. Another comment, why is she doing this? Nobody asked her opinion. Moreover, this is how you're spending American taxpayer dollars. Surely you can find something better to do with your resources. Here's another person. She's totally not weaponizing her political bias against Elon Musk and looking out for the best interests of Tesla shareholders, right? Just kidding. We know that is not the case. Or great use of resources. Definitely not a shady attack. And guys, this is an important story because we're talking about Senator Elizabeth Warren is looking out for retail investors. And why do I say that is because if you actually look at what Tesla and Elon Musk are doing, this is on July 28th. Musk was, taking a poll on Twitter, a platform that he owns, and saying, "Hey guys, can I use $5 billion of Tesla to funnel it to my own company, XAI?" and of course, be it bots, be it real people, who knows? Because we'll never know exactly how many people voted and said poll are real or not. The majority are going to say, "Oh yeah, use our $5 billion of Tesla money to go to another company." This is really bizarre. Moreover, he's been actually taking talent from Tesla and shifting it over to XAI, right? And this article just came out August 8, 2024, and it shows how people change their profiles on LinkedIn. And so that's how we know that resources are moving around. So again, he's taking people and money over to XAI. Moreover, this was May 7th, 2024. Tesla chairwoman, so that'd be the head of the Tesla board, Robin Denham, has sold over 50 million worth of stock in 2024. So we are talking about a lot of money here, right? And what we're talking about here, this is just in the past year, Tesla stock is down, 17%. I think overall, Tesla down from the top about 50%. And it's interesting because you have these stock promoter people, right, saying that Elon is like, no one alive or dead has done more to advance humanity. Elon. But what Elon and the board are doing, they're basically using retail investor money that's supposed to be going to Tesla and just filling their own pockets or going to other ventures. And moreover, look at this. I mean, Tesla's profits are down 45%, right? And here's another example, guys. Now, what's interesting is that from the Tesla stock promoters' point of view, they'll say, "Oh, this is just political tax on Elon." So actually, guys, this is about money, okay? So read this. Elon Musk's X revenue has officially plummeted, new documents show. So why are we talking about this? Well, remember, Elon has to essentially sell his Tesla stock, use his Tesla stock as collateral to buy X, right? So buy Twitter. And then when the value of X/Twitter goes down, what's this 75%, 71% actually? I mean, do you understand what's going on here? You're using money, investor money that's supposed to go into Tesla, right? A publicly traded company, and you're just like using Tesla as your piggy bank to go buy things that are losing money. Like, it's not great for shareholders. So normally a normal board would be like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And they would get rid of this guy. That would be a normal action. Or even just here, if your profits fall by this much, normally like, man, this guy's got to go. And I'll give you some examples. And this is sort of why I'm going over this, because especially for people who are new to the market, you think that CEOs never leave. That's not the case. For example, look at Zillow, right? August 8, 2024. Rich Barton, so that's the CEO, he departs. Things aren't going so good at Zillow, so right, bring in someone else. Another one, August 8th. This is Warner Brothers CEO, right? Things aren't going so good over there. They're like, "Dave, we're paying you a bunch of money to be CEO. Turn the ship around or you're gone." Here's another one, Boeing CEO, right? Steps down, right? You guys know all the controversies over at Boeing. That was back in March 2024. Or Disney, right? They got rid of Bob Chapek. They're like, "Yo, turn it around at Disney. It's all about money here. We're a publicly traded company." And again, that was in 2022. I just pulled up some examples because I want you to understand how, for those of you new to the market, you don't realize, yes, you can fire a CEO. That's what a board should do. Like you're looking after your company, fiduciary duty. And this is the letter actually I wanted to go over with you guys from Senator Warren to, again, the chair of the board over at Tesla. And these are the questions that she has. So here, we'll read it here. And I go over this stuff because I know the Tesla stock promoters won't ever go over these things. This is actually important questions. Here it says, I'm writing you so that I can better understand how you are dealing with these challenges, circumstances, so that I can evaluate current laws and current law enforcement in this area. I'm writing that you provide answers to the following questions no later than August 23rd, 2024, so about 2 weeks from now. And Senator Warren, she's on the Banking, Housing, Urban Affairs Committee, also on the Finance Committee. She's on the Committee of Aging and the Committee of Armed Services. So just showing you kind of where the issues that she usually cares about. Here it says here, are reports regarding Mr. Musk's decision to divert chips from Tesla to X accurate, right? And that was the report. And this is just a question because we had the report come out that there were supposed to be a bunch of NVIDIA chips going to Tesla, and then they got diverted to XAI, right? So that clearly shows that there's, resources being moved around. And so then you're saying, hey, is that true? Has the board conducted an investigation of this matter, right? Because if you're the board of Tesla, you would want your CEO to be taking actions to benefit Tesla, not other companies, right? It's a simple thing. Or if so, what were the findings with regard to Mr. Musk's actions were consistent with his fiduciary responsibilities as Tesla CEO? Did the board take any action in resort of Mr. Musk's action? Again, is the CEO of the publicly traded company doing the best interest of Tesla, right? It's a simple question. And I always pose this stuff because I just want you to be thinking about this. I know there's a lot of Elon Musk worshipers out there. I get that, right? You love Elon Musk, but from a publicly traded company, for the people who vested their money into Tesla, you want your CEO to benefit Tesla, not other companies or ventures. That's the basic crux of this thing here. Here's another one. What protections has the board put in place to protect Tesla from conflicts of interest created by Mr. Musk's founding of XAI? How are these protections enforced? And in fact, it's interesting because when they asked, this was actually asked, some of the analysts during the last earnings call were asking, Musk, hey, can you explain how you use resources among your various companies? It's a legitimate question, right? Because remember, as a publicly traded company, you'd want your best resources, your resources to be focused on Tesla, if that's where your investment is, not in other ventures. Here's more. What action, if any, did the board take after Mr. Musk threatened to build AI products outside of Tesla? And if you guys remember that, Musk was like, give me 25% of the control of the company, or I'm going to take the robotics and AI and go somewhere else, right? And so a normal board is like, it's like basically you're blackmailing, and what normal board again would just get rid of this guy, but they don't, because they're getting enriched by. I understand that, right? This is sort of why I showed you the Robin Denholm thing selling 50 million shares of stock, or 50 million worth of stock. Here's another one. What specific guardrails and oversight has the board put in place to ensure that Mr. Musk is meeting his fiduciary and management responsibilities at Tesla while also running operations at his other companies, including XAI and X? Meaning that if this guy runs multiple companies, is he spending any time on Tesla at all? And this, I'm pointing this stuff out to you guys, where you can see his Twitter. He tweets out crazy stuff all the time. And how much time does he actually spend, making sure Tesla puts out good products, etc. Another part, has the board reviewed Mr. Musk's activities as Tesla CEO to ensure that Tesla's resources are not appropriated for the benefit of XAI? If so, has the board identified any concerns and taken any action to protect Tesla? Right? Again, it's odd to me, this stuff, and I don't know if odd's the right word. It's the Tesla stock promoters, right? They just think, oh, what a moron. No one dead or alive has done any more to advance humanity than Tesla. Now, this person was trying to make the case synergy between companies is usually a good thing. The other way you can think about synergy, though, is monopoly, right? So if you have a situation to where you are a company and you could source, parts or source labor, whatever, for any number of companies, are you actually looking at lots of different companies, or are you just buying essentially stuff from yourself? And again, you are and I mean yourself, if Elon Musk owns multiple companies, you can sort of have contracts between the companies and then not necessarily get the best value or best price for the company that you're supposed to be representing. So this is where you get these conflicts of interest. And I understand the stock promoters, they they operate in a different set of rules. I get that. I understand this stuff, right? They're just going to call it the stuff shady. And these are more Elon worshipers. But, when we have these discussions about whether or not Musk is doing his duty to, do better choices, make better actions on behalf of Tesla, not necessarily on behalf of himself. This is actually to protect retail investors. So that's why I'm going through these things, so you guys understand this stuff. Here's another one. Has the board reviewed Mr. Musk's use of Tesla employees to benefit XAI? Right? How many and which Tesla employees were used by Mr. Musk for benefit of XAI? How were they reimbursed? And how did they apportion their time between the two companies? Were employee policies violated? Were any Tesla employees terminated or threatened with job loss for refusing to work on non-Tesla related issues? Has the board taken any actions to ward off any similar employee poaching in the future? This is actually really interesting, right? So just think about this. Mr. Musk goes to one of the employees and says, hey, I need you to work on a project for me in XAI. We're doing a pitch deck for investors, or I need you to put some code together. And the person's like, well, I have all this Tesla work for FSD. I need to be doing my Tesla work, don't I? And he's like, well, I'm the CEO of Tesla, and I'm telling you to go work for this other company of mine. And if you don't, you're fired. Or he could say, for example, Elon Musk could say, hey, if you help me over here, and if Tesla folds, you can go over there, and I'll pay you more money. And it's like, if you guys understand the conflicts of interest that are here, I mean, and if you're watching this, I think you do understand. And this is the question I always have for the Tesla stock promoters is like, how much of this stuff when they say, no one alive or dead has more to advance humanity than Elon, like this kind of person here, like, do they really believe these words they're saying? Are they really that naive? Right? And they might, who knows, maybe they are, or are they just simply just kissing up to Elon, and maybe they're getting some benefit from Elon? Who knows? I mean, I'm just asking a legitimate question. This is just 4 hours ago this person wrote that. Here's another question. What protections has the board put in place to protect Tesla from conflicts of interest created by Mr. Musk, acquisition of X? How are these protections enforced, right? And you can get all the crazy stuff that he's doing on X, and getting in conflicts, and is Musk hurting the brand of Tesla, etc. And again, usually a board would remove the CEO from all the. I mean, there's any multiple issues. Be it having children with one of your employees that's over at Neuralink. It's not a normal thing. And talking about, it's not just one employee, you got multiple sexual harassment things and all kinds of stuff. But these are questions, right? Because normally a board would remove someone, but this is the questions that are being asked. Are there any formal or informal agreements between Tesla and XAI? What is the nature of these agreements? 9. Are there any formal or informal agreements between Tesla and X? What is the nature of these agreements? And 10. Has the board explored the other possible conflicts of interest, misappropriation of resources, or concerns created by Mr. Musk, business CEO of Tesla, and his other corporations, including Neuralink, SpaceX, and the Boring Company? So that's what's going on in Tesla land, and I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on this stuff. Again, I go over these things because I think it's an important issue, especially to protect retail investors. And I showed you guys, I understand there's stock promoters out there, that benefit. These people get, it's just real. They get money from posting stuff on X, which is owned by Twitter. So you have all these kind of weird conflicts of interest out there. And, then you have these kind of, people on X, saying these things that Elon's no one alive or dead has done more to advance humanity than Elon. You have that kind of worshiping, and it's hard to talk to people about this stuff because it gets entangled with all sorts of issues. But I just want you to ask the basic fundamental question is, could you imagine a CEO doing these kind of things at other companies? What would happen to said CEO, right? So anyway, I want to hear your thoughts on this one. Please share, and I'll catch you all in the next video.